Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to day 3 of the Junior Grand Slam, brought to you by Sight and Sound Technologies. We're here at the beautiful National Center of Excellence in Colorado Springs. I am Sherman Nelson, USA Taekwondo Minister of Information, and the Deacon of Detail over there is Jason Poos, my brother from another mother. Will be in the booth providing commentary, analysis, play-by-play, and other kinds of tomfoolery. All right, we are ready for session 10. This is 10th session, and we have the women's minus 59 kilogram division. Are y'all ready for some action? Yes, yes. We have a pretty deep division. This is one of the largest divisions, so I'm sure we're gonna see some world-class matches. And to get to them, let's call our first matches. In blue, from Texas, Peyton Calder. And in red, from Michigan, Melissa Meadows. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. All right, all right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thought Jason was going to have to start singing for a minute, and nobody wanted that. All right, ladies, best of luck. Let's chop it up.
Good morning. Junior Grand Slam here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. We're at the National Center of Excellence. It is presented by Sight and Sound Technologies, and I'm Jason Poos in the broadcast booth. Sherman Nelson will be joining me shortly. We appreciate you guys logging on. A big day of competition. Day 3, session 10. This is the women's under 59 kilogram category. Our first match is going to be between Peyton Calder and Melissa Meadows. Peyton is from Texas. Houston, Texas. I beg your pardon. They're going to give us the sheets here momentarily. Peyton Calder is from Texas, like I said. Melissa Meadows is from Michigan. Testing the equipment momentarily. We'll get right to it. We're already started, so let's get right to the action. We'll give you a little bit of particulars on Peyton Calder. She is from Bang Elite Sport Taekwondo, and Coach Dong Lee is coaching her today, so he is her coach. She is 5'8", 130 pounds. She hails from Houston, Texas, as I said earlier, from Grand Oaks High School, where she's in 9th grade, and her favorite food is s'mores. There's a nice swinging left leg crescent kick by Melissa Meadows, and she takes a 3-1 lead as she gets a deduction as well. On the other side, I just talked about Melissa Meadows and her 3-point swinging crescent kick. She's 5'5", she's 58 kilograms. She's from Kicks Taekwondo, and Michael Rose is her coach. She hails from Westland, Michigan, and her school is Livonia Churchill, where she's in the 11th grade, and she loves pasta. So we're right here. We got it with you all day, so happy to have you guys with us here at the Junior Grand Slam presented by Sight and Sound Technologies. This is the round of 16, and this is the 8 and 9 seed, so the winner will take on the number 1 seed, Ashley Howard, in the next round in the quarterfinals. Sherman alluded to it earlier if you started with us. This is a big division full of elite players, so one of the biggest divisions we're going to have throughout the competition. So, you know, tons of action, and you'll have round of 16 matches. You'll have quarterfinal matches. Of course, you'll have semis and finals. Good into the first round, and you have it. There is your 3-1 lead for Melissa Meadows over Peyton Calder, and that initial swinging crest kick, the difference in this match. Let's talk a little bit about the accomplishments of these great athletes. Peyton Calder won a bronze medal at the Korean Open. She won gold at the Gwangju Open and a silver medal at Nationals for the Texas Varsity League. So that's impressive. She loves to play basketball, eat food, and she likes to play with her neighbors. So hangs out with the neighbors. That's pretty nice. On the other side, Melissa Meadows just received her black belt recently, it looks like. She won a bronze at the 2018 Nationals, and she enjoys competing at the U.S. Open. She runs track when she's not doing taekwondo. So at 59 kilograms, good side. There's a nice body shot by Melissa Meadows, and then follows it up with an axe kick that kind of hangs and then taps it on top of the head to take an 8-1 lead. So stretching her lead from 2 points now down up to 7 points. So a big second round for Melissa Meadows out of Michigan. Good, nice slide back round. Excellent cover by Peyton Calder. Yeah, I like what Coach Dong Lee's saying there. He's asking him Peyton not to float her cut. She's just kind of leaving it out there a little long. Good chance of her getting countered. There's a deduction for holding, so now it'll take it up to an 8-point lead for Melissa Meadows from Michigan over Peyton Calder. Good, nice punch by Calder. Does not receive the point. Another nice punch. Good following by Peyton Calder, doing a lot of good offense, a lot of good things. Just let's give Melissa Meadows a lot of credit. Her cover's just been solid. Great guard of the chest protector, great guard of the headgear. Heads back nicely. Nice cover inside. Peyton Calder's going to have to execute those kicks, get them turned over a little bit more, and I think she will garner a few points that way. But it's a 9-1 lead for Melissa Meadows out of Michigan. She's from Westland, Michigan, where Peyton Calder is out of Houston, Texas. Always appreciate you guys logging on. Remember, we want your comments. We definitely want some comments from you. We definitely like to hear what you think about these broadcasts, because we want to make it our members and our fans and our friends just overly excited and happy about what we're doing. So please log on. Hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on Facebook. Of course, we want you to subscribe to YouTube. Don't forget about Instagram and those pictures. Round 3, round of 16 match here between Peyton Calder of Houston and Melissa Meadows of Michigan. Nice counter roundhouse kick from Melissa Meadows. And there's the first point and a follow, nice follow. So Peyton Calder scores the inside body roundhouse kick, and Melissa Meadows answers back with one of her own. So still holding on to an 8-point lead here now for Melissa Meadows. And there's Peyton Calder's second body roundhouse kick of the round. So now has moved it up to 11-5. So a little pressure now by Peyton Calder has changed the tempo of this match, and definitely momentum has changed to Calder's side. Doing good work here on the inside, continually throwing the cut kick and following with the roundhouse kick. So Coach Dongley just imploring her to continue. Nice inside right leg roundhouse kick, and does get it. So now it's 11-7, so we have ourselves a tight match here. Just 13 seconds left. Busy as all can be. Looks like Melissa Meadows is fatigue has crept in just a little bit, trying to stay back and play the defense. 5 seconds, still has the 4-point lead. Has her head back out of the way. Good punch, but that's going to end it. Melissa Meadows with the win, 11-7 over Peyton Calder from Houston, Texas. So congratulations to Peyton Calder. She fought well today, but got just a little too late for her. And Melissa Meadows, congratulations to you as you move to the quarterfinals, where you'll take on Ashley Howard from Texas, the #1 seed, coming up a little bit later in this morning session. Great start to the morning, good action with these girls, and Peyton Calder making a nice run there at the end to try to get herself into the quarterfinal round, but just a little too late. She got down a little too much early. Melissa Meadows, congratulations to you as you're into the next round. Just a quick timeout as we'll come back with our second round of 16 in the women's under 59 kilogram category of the Junior Grand Slam, presented by Sight and Sounds Technologies.
All right, our next round of 16 match in this women's minus 59 kilogram division. In blue, from Texas, Madeline Luster. And in red, from Oklahoma, Sarah Barsalone.
And our athletes have entered the arena. This is the under 59 kilogram round of 16 match between Madeline Luster of Texas and Sarah Barsalone from Oklahoma. So Oklahoma, Texas matchup. How do you like that? I know a little something about that myself. Madeline Luster is 5'2", 127 pounds. She hails from HK Taekwondo, and Hyun Kim is her coach. She's 17 years of age. She hails from Killeen, Texas. K-Town, as she likes to call it. She likes to call herself Mad Dog. She attends Harker Heights High School, where she's a senior and enjoys boneless buffalo wings. On the other side, Sarah Barsalone is 5'7". She's under 59 kilograms. That's 129 pounds. She's coached here today by Cholo Kim. Her normal coach is Swan Sun So. So Master So out of Tulsa, know him well. Shout out to Master So, he's a great guy. She attends Bishop Kelly High School there in Tulsa, Oklahoma. She's in the 9th grade and enjoys spaghetti and meatballs. We're already to a 2-2 tie here.
Yeah, they're thumping.
Yeah, they are. They're right at. You heard my partner. He's here. It's the Minister of Information, Sherman Nelson. So glad to have you in the booth here with me, Sherman.
Yeah, it's so many little things. I get caught up between out there and in here, but we're back at it.
I'm actually pretty familiar with both these athletes simply because they're from the area that I live in. So I've seen them both compete and honestly coached against both of them. So as I have athletes in the Oklahoma and Texas area. But what I will tell you about both of them is that one, Madeline's a senior. The other one's just a freshman. So there's a big difference in age here. It's 14 and 17. So that's something that I think is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
This is about the biggest. As Sarah is about as young as you can be to be in this at 14 years of age, even though it's a 15 to 17-year-old category. She's 14, turning 15 later in this calendar year, so really a late birthday. And there's Barcelone's first swinging right leg crescent kick over the shoulder and scores it. So she'll take the 5-2 lead. Good height for Barsalone here. She's a big, tall fighter. Talk a little bit about their accomplishments now that we have them on the break here. For Madeline Luster, she made it to the finals of Texas State, where she got to take on Devin Lewis. She really enjoyed that. She won the ATU Nationals at 12 years old. She's a team member on the first high school national championship team and also competed in our senior Grand Slam just about a month and a half ago. So she's already been in this environment before. She enjoys attending clinicals at a local nursing home because she is in a nursing class. She enjoys to sleep and paint and play with her cats and dogs. Good. Madeline Lester doing a good job attacking. Problem is she continues to back up to the middle of the ring once she presses she presses Barcelone to the corner and then kind of lets her back in the middle. That's a nice axe kick by both girls. Just a little more flexibility, a little higher would be perfect and beneficial for Madeline Luster. And we've got power outage there on the screen, so it's kind of going in and out, strangely enough. We'll get to the bottom of this here shortly. While we're doing that, Sarah Barsalone is the 2019 ATU National Champion. She won a silver medal at the Texas Cup, silver medal at Oklahoma State State Championships, and she won a gold medal at the Kansas State Championships. I beg your pardon. What does Sarah like to do? She enjoys fantasy football.
Oh, okay.
Fishing, and OU football games. That would be the University of Oklahoma.
Oh boy.
Oh, Sarah.
Oh boy.
You are amazing.
Oh,
She's up 10-2 now. She scored twice. She'd like to attend the Air Force Academy where she wants to study and become a pilot, and that's beautiful. I hope she gets an opportunity because that's right down the road from us, Sherman, the Air Force Academy. I hope she got an opportunity to go check out the academy because it's a beautiful place. I've been there a couple times, really enjoyed it. Good friend of ours, Travis, works up there and handles a lot of their events there, and sure miss seeing you, Trav. So hopefully she'll get an opportunity to go do that. It's 10-4 as Maddie Lester now is on the board here.
Right leg gets back in the game.
Yeah, she has good inside kicking. Feels comfortable in the pocket. Feels comfortable trading kicks. Probably the Achilles heel of Madeline Lester's. At times we just get caught kicking inside and forget to cover our head. And that's sort of been probably. And on the other side, Sarah Barsalone, that's probably her bread and butter is that swinging crescent kick. Trades and cuts, but uses her height, great flexibility, and can reach the head, swings that leg over and scores to the head with it. That's been the difference in the match, is her ability to hit Madeline Lester's head. At 10-4, 6-point lead, definitely just a 2 head kick, basically 2 or 3 kicks, even a 1 kick and a punch to tie this game up.
And we're right back in it.
third round action. This is the round of 16s. This is the under 59 kilogram category of the Junior Grand Slam here in Colorado Springs. And as always, there it is again. That's the swinging right leg. And Maddie in the inside scored the body shot, Sherm, but
just cover the head.
But when you're trading like that, it's hard to get your hands up. And so it's just hard to do that right leg. The right leg swinging crescent kick has been the difference. As she scored 3 of those now. There it is again, and close. And Maddie Lester, every time that she's been getting hit in the head, though, she's getting touches or points. Maddie Lester doing her best to try to score, just trading kick after kick, but just can't get it done, and there it is. There you have it. Sarah Barsalone will advance to the quarterfinals, so congratulations to Sarah. She'll take on our 4-seed Diana Carmona from New York. Madeline Lester quitted herself well today, just couldn't quite cover the head well enough, and so Sarah Barsalone will move on. Congratulations, Madeline Lester, on your performance here at the Junior Grand Slam. Sarah Barsalone, you're moving on, and Boomer Sooner to you, Sarah. I'll say it again for my partner. Boomer Sooner, Sarah Barsalone. As you know, we just run match after match after match as we're trying to give you guys little downtime. We take a quick timeout as we do. This is the Junior Grand Slam presented by Sight and Sound. Back in just a moment with another round of 16 match.
All right, all right, all right. Listen, we're working on some technological issues. You know, I realized that I was thinking about it earlier, Jason. We are so tech dependent. We have so many things depending on all these routers and wires, and the slightest glitch takes us into a tailspin. So while we're in one, let's talk about social media. Thank you for watching with us on Facebook. I see everybody that's on Facebook. Diana Rose, Tara Welch, Jennifer, Maverick Kelly. Yes, of course I'm the only one that would start a match like that. So thank you for joining us at USA Taekwondo. Send us images and pictures on Instagram, videos at @USATKD _official. Subscribe to us, YouTube. Hit us up, Twitter. We need to hear from you. All right, so we want to see you and we want to hear you and want to know that you're there. And please provide some feedback. We take all criticisms, constructive and destructive, because we get some people posting some real wild stuff. But we receive it all because at the end of the day, we care about these athletes and we care about giving you the best show possible.
It's not a problem to give us criticism. We'll take it. But the destructive stuff, if you get blocked, get blocked.
See, I don't believe in blocking you. I want you to say what you have to say. I do. I think everybody has an opinion. Let that opinion be heard. But then let that opinion be heard when I'm standing right in front of you.
That's right. Not
I want to hear it just
your keyboard in your pajamas.
Just as vociferously when we are in proximity to each other, so I can pray with you. You know, because I am a man of prayer. All right. We're ready for our next match. In blue, from Illinois, Jennifer Ray. And in red, from Minnesota, Sydney Higley.
And our athletes have entered the building. You heard it. It's the 7 seed, Jennifer Reyes from Illinois, taking on the 10 seed, Sydney Higley from Minnesota. Jennifer Reyes is 5'5". She's 129 pounds. From Sundo Martial Arts, coached by Michael Reyes. She is from Aurora, Illinois. Attends Oswego East High School. She's in the 10th grade and enjoys chicken and rice as her favorite meal. Sydney Higley is 5'4", under 59 kilograms, so right at the border. From Park Institute, coached by Jerry Bartley. She's from Zumbrota, Minnesota. She attends Zumbrota Mazeppa High School in 10th grade and enjoys pasta. 2-2 right off the bat. Both girls like trading kick. There's a nice head kick, doesn't score.
They like mixing it up. Shout out to you for being able to say those towns.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that was impressive. It's a veritable tongue twister. All right, Miss Higley's out to a 4-point lead, 6-2. First 30 seconds gone in this match.
Yeah, impressed with their ability to keep this high-intensity kicking going. But can they do it for 3 rounds?
Hey, sir, because I was going to say, when we get around to the final round, will that intensity still be the same? So, Jay, as a coach, what do you do when you come out and your athlete's not necessarily this high-volume player, and they come out to a person who's just throwing a barrage of kicks? What do you do?
Yeah, I think one is if you're going to try to match that now, it's not going to go well for you later. If that's not your style, that's not what we plan to do as a coach-player relationship. You understand that. You know their strengths. You know their weaknesses. Their weakness is not to be trading kicks for 3 rounds and just that high output, high volume kicking from all these different angles of launching of their kicks. At that point, I'm saying, look, settle down. Jam some of this. Tie some of this match up a little bit with some jamming, good side-to-side movement, which they're both doing a good job of that. But Higley's done a great job of just snapping that cutout and then making the follows. Jennifer Reyes tried to match it early on, couldn't do it. And that's why this is 8-3 for Sydney Higley. Excellent round for Higley. Higley, the 10 seed, let's talk about her a little bit. She's a second-degree black belt. That's one of her major accomplishments. She won her first fight at Nationals in the senior division under 57, so feels great about that. And I like this. She said, I made the Phase 2 talent ID. That's exactly great.
And our Phase 2 camp is coming up soon. And it's good that these athletes recognize that there is a process and there is a pipeline.
She loves to play softball and hang out with her friends as well, Sherm. On the other side, Jennifer comes back out for a second. She's a 2019 All-American USA Taekwondo athlete. She won a bronze medal at the AAU, and she's an Illinois State team member. She loves hanging out with her friends, listening to music, just eating food.
See, I like it when we don't waste time wading into the weeds. I just like food.
Man, I like eating food. I think that answer's much more prevalent in weight control sports.
Yeah, I would concur. 8-3. We're at just about at the 1 minute mark in this second round.
Yeah, so we saw that high output, and then all of a sudden you see this has settled down and settled in.
And it has to. There's no way you can maintain that.
Usually,
and it wouldn't be prudent to try to maintain that, knowing that you have 3 more matches.
Good. Sydney Higley's done a good job of just managing the space.
Yeah.
And then when Jennifer wants to attack, she's able to kind of time that on movement or on motion, if you will, defensive front leg. And it may not be scoring every time. It's getting a lot of touches, but it's really minimizing the attack of Jennifer Reyes.
You know, there's scoring, and then there's preventing another person from scoring.
Yeah, and Higley's doing an excellent job of that. Little bit of fatigue is set in, and I'll tell you, not just because the pace being slower, but both girls have executed a couple of excellent techniques. They've just been low, and that's usually fatigue.
And that's can sometimes be attributed to this altitude.
Yeah,
this altitude is a monster. Jason, they're out here buying air in the can.
Yeah, I want to understand that a little more. I've kind of stayed away from it here on the broadcast. We see it. We know you see it. We want to find out a little more. I'm gonna effort that today. I'm gonna do my detective skills. I'm gonna find out A, who makes that, B, what's in it, and C,
how can we get us some cans and fill them up with air?
How
can we do that?
So,
as we have daughters that are gonna need dowries when they further down the line.
Sure.
Third round action. Last round.
This is the round of 16 matchup. This is the 10-7 seed. They'll get the chance to take on Faith Dillon, the number 2 seed in the quarterfinals.
Right. Shout out to Jeffrey Williams. What's today's mathematics, my brother?
Yeah, Jennifer Reyes going to have to start taking some chances here. Let's put it. Going to have to put some offensive combinations together, simply because, you know, this 5-point lead is basically one spin kick to the head, which neither one of them have thrown. Therefore, she's going to have to do more of that right there.
Right.
Had a good chance to score that, just couldn't come up with the points.
Yes. So, Jay, have you noticed this theme we've talked about going into this third round with people who are behind by a reasonable margin, are a little too passive and a little too unwilling to risk it all to make up that difference? We had that happen a couple of times each of the previous days, and I'm starting to wonder if this is a trend because of the altitude with this age group. Are we getting too cerebral? Are we trying to overthink and underplay?
Yeah, it's a great point, Sherman. I definitely want to touch on that. I want it right now. Let's do it right now, but first let's congratulate Sydney Higley as she moves on to the quarterfinals, where she'll take on Faith Dillon. Congratulations to you, Sydney, from Minnesota.
Congrats,
on the other
Sid.
side, well done, Jennifer Reyes from Illinois. Just, again, couldn't quite find the range and find it often enough to score. But, Sherm, to your point, we've seen a few fighters, and clearly it's based on some of it on the altitude. I don't think there's any question about that. But I think maybe another interesting point that I want to kind of add to that is I have seen people come up with their sense of urgency,
Right.
but they've come up with it within the last 15 seconds, and I think that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. There's not a lot of logic behind that. There needs to be a sense of urgency, not crazy, not desperation, but urgency. And I think it's going to have to come earlier in the third round. You're down by, in this case, one kick, a spin kick, but let's call it what it is, multiple kicks.
Right.
Let's make sure that we have that sense of urgency and start pressing the attack, because that late in the game sort of tells me like you hope you win.
But the margin of error there's no room for
Right.
it with 15 seconds. When I have 90 seconds, I have a chance to try, make a mistake, and retry. At 15 seconds, there's just try. And that's when we get the flailing, and that's when we get the falling all over the place. So just be more cognizant, athletes. Use the whole round. If you're down, use all 90 seconds to work your way back in, even if it's 1 point at a time. Yes,
Great point. And I think cognizant is definitely something that I feel comfortable with you telling me, that because they've got to be more cognizant of what's going on, the surroundings. And coaches can't just do that. That's an athlete's job as well. So congratulations again, Signe Higley. One more round of 16. Excited to see we have a high output player in Judy Hong coming up against Michaela Choi. So it's going to be a fun one. I like this. Michaela Choi gave us 2 pages. This is fantastic. Quick timeout, come back with our next round of 16. This is the Junior Grand Slam presented by Sight and Sound Technologies.
All right, our final round of 16 match in this women's minus 59 kilogram division. In blue, from Washington, Judy Hong. And in red, from New York, Michaela Choi.
And our players have entered the arena. Judy Hong is in the blue. Michaela Choi is in the red. Let's talk about it. Judy Hong is 5'6", 130 pounds, from Master Sean's Black Belt Academy, coached by Master Sean. She's from Federal Way,
Washington. That's right.
I love it. She attends Decatur High School, where she's a 10th grader and enjoys pho, which is, she tells us, is Vietnamese rice noodle soup. I like it. Michaela Choi is 5'8", 58.5 kilograms. She attends NA Taekwondo and Peak Performance, coached by Tim Toko. She's from Burnt Hills, New York, attends Burnt Hills Ballston Lake High School, where she is 16 years old and an 11th grader and enjoys Korean barbecue. And here we are, round of 16, back to it. Nice loud scream from Judy Hong to start the match. Good inside fighter is Judy Hong. Seen her fight many times. So on the other side, good length here by Michaela. Punch inside. Judy Hong can really punch.
She can. I had a chance to work with her. Went up to that upper Northwest area, worked with those Washington United athletes. She has a lot of potential. She has a lot of upside to her.
Nice punch, nice inside rounds kick. Doesn't score, but definitely
it's the right idea.
Yeah, and putting a lot of pressure on. I think that Judy Hong being a little bit shorter, 5'6", she's going to do a lot of work inside. There's going to be a lot of punching, a lot of inside rounds. So there it is. And there's the punch I'm talking about.
Got to turn that kick over a little bit.
And a leg block for the first point for Hong. Leg block penalty for Michaela Choi. Nice punch by Choi. Kind of lunges in, not enough on that one.
Nice punch.
There's the solid punch I talked about. The right hand punch is going to be thrown a lot. She's going to let it go, and she's going to look to follow the right leg inside. Watched her fight a lot at Nationals and took a bronze medal. There's another. Took a bronze medal, if I'm not mistaken, at the National Championships based on that right there, Sharon.
Yeah.
Just understands space.
Nice
little side
nice
exchange
roundhouse
kick,
kick.
takes
Yep.
it 5-0. So good speed here by Judy Hong. And there's the right hand again. So like I said, I watched her score multiple punches. I mean, when I say multiple, there's, double-digit punches in a match. So.
And time.
And that ends the match. And interesting enough, Judy Hong did exactly what she does.
Yeah.
So she kept the main thing.
Right.
And from there,
Yeah, that's good.
well,
Keep the main thing the main thing.
and
That's
it's
good.
interesting that you say that because I actually took that from somebody. And I took it from Jalen Hurts, who felt like he needed to tell everybody we're going to keep the main thing the main thing.
Yeah.
And if you know who he is, then
he's
I
quarterback
really,
at University
but
of
what he is,
Oklahoma.
he's a really mature individual. And
Somehow we got back to OU.
and
I
we'll
don't
continue
know how
to do
we
that.
Got back to OU.
But I will tell you this. Michaela Choi will make a little bit of adjustments here. She's not using her length. Let's talk about their accomplishments. Julie Hong is the 2019 USA National Championship bronze medalist, and I thought she was. She's a 2019 bronze medalist at the Pan Am Open and a bronze medalist at the Canadian Open. She loves hanging out with her friends. On the other side, the 2017 Canadian Open gold medalist is Michaela Choi. She's also earned the most improved athlete on the Peak New York team and attended the 2019 USA Taekwondo Talent ID camp.
Nice.
She's up. Judy Hong's up to still at 6-0. What's she like to do when she's not doing Taekwondo? She's the outside hitter for a highly ranked girls volleyball team in New York State. She loves to write her own stories and poems based off her experience. And the second page, she's a student leader at her church youth team.
Oh, I love it,
Youth group,
Michaela.
I beg your pardon.
I like it. I like the fact that you gave us 2 pages.
It's awesome.
Because you couldn't
8-0
fit it
though.
all in one.
There's a good punch.
That's a better punch.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, Michaela, watching that first round, she seemed tentative, unsure and non-committal. I think she just needs to commit a little more to that.
Yeah, she's settling
and when you
in
throw
now.
that, throw it like you mean for it to score, not that you hope for it to score.
She settled in nicely with that. Starting to find the range with the punch. Starting to find the range. The axe kick got hung up on the shoulder, but definitely in range now. So let's see if she can turn this match. Judy Hong on the other side is going to continue to do what she does. A lot of punching, a lot of inside rounds kicks, a lot of pushing and physical play. So just a really scrappy physical fighter, and I love to watch fighters like this because they're not going to change. They're not going to back down. She's doing a good job of that. On the other side, Choi just needs to find her range. Don't punch with Judy Hong because you're not going to win that battle. So go and do what you do and use that length to your advantage, Michaela. There it is. That's going to end the round. So we're going into the third round here. Judy Hong holding on to her lead. Round 3 action. This is the round of 16. This is third. Judy Hong scoring inside fast. Wow, came out flying. And there's the looping over the shoulder left leg crescent kick. And then Michaela comes back with one. Unfortunately, doesn't score. That's 2 deductions back to back. Those are tough calls. Beautiful punch by Judy Hong. And now is in firm control at a 19-1 lead. So just came out in the third round and said, I'm going to go ahead and take this match. She's done that to this point. And we have such good audio, Sherm, that I can literally hear Michaela Choi breathing loudly. It's amazing, the quality of sound here. Judy Hong with a defensive change for round, Patachagi roundhouse kick. Michaela with a nice punch. Unfortunate there. Inside, nice inside by Judy Hong. Just gets a nice slapping touch on the Hogu, but doesn't get the points. Not hard enough, not slappy enough. Maybe just a little bit of covered out by Choi. Choi doing a good job of covering here late in the third round. She's down quite a bit of points. Still trying to make up a big deficit here. But in the process, can't just let your hands down. And she's done a good job of covering those. And Judy Hong scores inside to get to the proverbial point gap. So there it is. Judy Hong with a point gap win over Michaela Choi. So congratulations, Michaela Choi from Burnt Hills, New York, as she will bow out in the round of 16s. And of course, Judy Hong moves on. So congratulations, Judy Hong, where she'll move on to take on the number 3 seed in Jessica Hayakawa Negrete. Let's have a shout out to Jerry Baisden. Jerry Baisden, appreciate you logging on. Appreciate you watching. We appreciate you very much. Thanks for joining us, and we'll continue to shout out you guys because you guys are why we're here. Quick timeout. We're going to come back with our first quarterfinal, guys. We're there. We're in the quarters now between Ashley Howard and Melissa Meadows. So quick timeout. We'll come back here. We're at the Junior Grand Slam presented by Sight and Sound Technologies, and you're chopping it up with Jason and Sherman.
All right, so we're now into our quarterfinal matches. Our first quarterfinal, in blue, from Texas, Ashley Howard. And in red, from Michigan, Melissa Meadows.
And our athletes have entered the arena. This is the under 59 kilogram quarterfinals for the women. The number 1 seed up first. This is Ashley Howard from Houston, Texas. She's 5'7", 130 pounds. Attends the Houston Center for Taekwondo, coached by Gianni Giambi. She's 15 years of age, from Houston, as I said, attends Ridge Point High School, is in the 10th grade. She favorite food would be sushi, peppermint patties, and everything when I'm not cutting weight. I hear you. On the other side, we have Melissa Meadows. Melissa's 5'5", 58 kilograms. She's from Kicks Taekwondo and coached by Michael Rose. She is from Westland, Michigan. She attends Livonia Churchill High School in the 11th grade and enjoys pasta. Here we are in our quarterfinals. Let's get to it. Shout out to Master Steven Dorshorst. I'm here. Miss seeing you, one of the best fighters in the U.S. in his time and in the world, if you will. So shout out to you, Master Steven Dorshorst. Good, and this is Ashley Howard's MO right here. Know her well, and she is a physical player.
Yeah, I was about to say, she's rough and tumble.
Yeah, she can do a lot of things, but when it comes to it, she wants to attack and she wants to score with you backing up.
And she wants to beat you. She doesn't want to win. And there's a difference.
And she's showing it right here. Problem is, Meadows is giving her a little bit of what she enjoys, and she enjoys players that try to slide back and play defense. Howard's working it. She's doing it with deductions so far, and that's sort of, again, like I said, that might be her MO, is to just go forward and be physical and
absolutely
score some points when possible, but you're going to have to take 3 rounds of physicality for me, and that's working well so far. Can Melissa Meadows make some adjustments? And right now, there's another deduction, so that's going to take her to 4-0. Center referee Carolyn Nunez says, "Let's fight."
She's working overtime. We had 5 deductions.
Yeah, this is trouble because now there's a point and now there's another deduction. So this has got to 8-0. Yet she's only scored 1 kick, Sherman. And stays in right before, and doesn't stay in right before. So she'll receive her 7th deduction.
So you're allowed 10. And we're at 7. and that's a problem.
Yeah, you're right. It is going to be a problem.
Yeah, this is a physical. What happens when you're physically overwhelmed? But this is also what happens when that anxiety has set in, and you're too wound too tight. So I think for Miss Meadows, the best thing is to come out and try to just land a kick and take a breath and see that this is just taekwondo.
We'll give you their accomplishments momentarily. Looks like there's an attached sheet that somehow we missed, but I'm going to give you a little bit of Melissa's real quick. She got her black belt this year. She won the bronze at the 2018 Nationals and competed at the U.S. Open. And she runs track when she's not doing taekwondo. Right now, she's going to need to play some hardcore defense or start attacking because she's down 13 and she has 2 more deductions, or this will be basically a disqualification through deduction. On the other side, Ashley Howard has so many accomplishments that we need another sheet. I just don't have the sheet. She travels a lot. She lived in the Middle East for 10 years. That's something I did not know.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Wow.
That's why we have this sheet.
I feel like I know these girls, but, they're in the sport for a long time. This is 9 now, but she also just made the varsity basketball team, and she volunteers.
Oh, she gets buckets?
And yes, she does get buckets. So do I. And she volunteers for the YMCA and the Race for the Cure.
Nice. Jerry Basin says she needs to stay out of the corner, but...
And that's it. That's going to end the match.
Yeah.
A little bit of an injury, it looks like, for Melissa Meadows, and that's going to end the match with a disqualification. So congratulations for making the quarterfinals for Melissa Meadows.
And
she did a good job.
Here.
She did a good job. She won her first match and got to the quarterfinals. But it's Ashley Howard. Too much physical play from the Houston native Ashley Howard as she'll move to the semifinals, waiting to take on the winner of Sarah Barsalone and Diana Carmona. Quick timeout. We'll come back with you with our second quarterfinals here at the 2019 Junior Grand Slam presented by Sight and Sound Technologies.
All right, our next quarterfinal matchup. In blue, from Oklahoma, Sarah Barsalone. And in red, from New York, Diana Carmona.
And our players have entered the arena. You hear it now. Let's talk about them. This is our quarterfinal match between the number 12 seed Sarah Barsalone from Oklahoma and the 4 seed Diana Carmona from New York. Sarah is 5'7", 59 kilograms, coached today by Chodol Kim. She's from Tulsa, attends Bishop Kelly High School in the 9th grade, and favorite food, spaghetti and meatballs. On the other side, you've got Diana Carmona. She's 5'3", minus 59 kilograms from United Taekwondo, coached by Olga Kocha. She's from New York City and attends Orchard Collegiate Academy. She's in the 10th grade and enjoys Spanish food. Ooh, I like Spanish food. And already 5'2", Diana on the board. A real spunky little fighter here.
Yeah, she's
She's short for this division, but she's already punching and kicking. I love it.
She scored every type of point, a body point, a head point, and a punch.
Yeah, physical player here in Diana Carmona. Nice axe kick try by Sarah. Good.
Nice
Well, I like the front leg, little snapping roundhouse kick on motion that Sarah Barsalone scored. It kind of got lost in that shuffle because here comes Diana with a punch, but it was really well executed, and she got the 2 points. And I think being longer like that, if you can kick inside right when she comes in there, that's one right there is what I'm talking about.
And we talked about the best defense for that offensive punch is a real tightly loaded front leg roundhouse kick.
And does it again, and now it's 7-6. So there has to be some recognition because Diana Carmona is sliding in and following, but sliding in, looking to throw the hands. And the problem with that is she's given the body open, giving the body up and being wide open for that front leg compressed roundhouse kick. Great first round for both girls. Really exciting first round. And that ends it. It's 7-6 Diana Carmona out of New York over Sarah Barsalone of Oklahoma. Diana Carmona is a 2019 All-American athlete. She's number 1 in the New York rankings, and this is her first year of doing these sanctioned tournaments. She loves praising the Lord.
Oh, come on. I love that.
Enjoys the NYPD programs and spending time with loved ones. And I'm going to add one thing for you here, Diana. You have amazing penmanship. It is outstanding.
Yeah, it's excellent.
On the other side, we've got Sarah Barsalone. She enjoys fantasy football, fishing, and would love to attend the Air Force Academy and study to become a pilot. And of course, Boomer Sooner, she loves OU football.
Yeah.
Makes me happy.
Okay.
Nice punch. Beautiful punch.
Oh,
that ties the game up.
It up. It's all knotted
Sarah
up at 8.
scored right off the bat to start this second round, but Diana came back with a punch. So Diana scores a nice little cut kick there. So just finding the range here. Both these girls fighting hard. Great try on the action. She's going to fall down. I'm going to give Diana Carmona a ton of credit there. I thought it was going to score for sure, but she covered it out nicely.
She has excellent defense and recognition of head kicks.
Those inside kicks doing some damage right now.
She gets that foot wrapped around that Hogu nicely, though.
This is one of the shorter, high-output inside fighters, and so as a longer fighter, Sarah Barsalone's going to have to do a good job of using her cut to keep that distance away, keep the inside fighter at bay, long, far away from
at the end of her leg. Yeah.
There's another really well-timed punch. It's just
I'd like for her to stay in there after we hit that punch, stay in there and go to the body, or maybe bring that right leg over the shoulder, bring it up. I mean, while we're in there, let's get all we can get.
Yeah, she's trying to sell the punch. You don't have to sell it that hard, Diana. They're scoring it and they're enjoying it. So Sherman's right. Follow that with a body shot. Follow that with a head kick. And you might be able to turn this 5-point lead into something major here. Sarah Barsalone on their side is going to have to start going forward and try to get a few of these points back. Great second round here in the quarterfinals of the under 59 kilogram female division. Both these players will take on, the winner of this will get to take on the number 1 seed in the semis, Ashley Howard from Texas. Got a lot of crowd here rooting on Diana Carmona from New York. See if she can finish this. She's got a 5-point lead, but here comes Sarah Barsalone on the attack right off the bat here with a little pressure. There's that cut. We talked nice snapping cut. Scored that second snapping cut.
Yeah.
That's the recipe for wins here for Sarah Barsalone in this match would be a cut, not this roundhouse kick that she's trying, because she trades kicks there because that's the space that Diana Carmona wants to be in. So I think she needs to switch feet. Not a bad, that's a nice idea on the back kick.
The idea for the back kick was the right idea. It's got to be executed.
It wasn't executed well. She got turned around, and another point for Diana Carmona. A nice punch by Carmona, and they are really loving her punch.
Yeah.
I think she's probably 80% on her punches to this point.
She can get that right leg wrapped around that hoagie.
There's the cut that I'm talking about. We need about 10 of those if you're Sarah Barsalone.
And it needs to have a follow.
But the left leg in front hasn't bode well for her, so I don't know why. There she finally does score. She takes it 20-12. She gets the right leg inside there in the trade.
And so here we go with this lack of urgency with 20 seconds.
8. You only have 20 seconds. You're down by 8. There should be multiple.
And you can get 8. Come on, and your opponent got called for circling, so you know she can't keep avoiding you if you press.
But it took about. Look at that, Sherman. We've thrown. Yeah, I don't understand, and we need to address this as a country because there were 2 or 3 exchanges in almost 30 seconds. There needs to be 2 or 3 exchanges
per second
in 5 to 6 to 8 seconds.
Right.
You know, we should have been talking about this flurry of desperation kicking.
Right, and how she's pressing and pushing and coming over the top. But you're right. I think as a country we tend to do that. I think we spend too much time thinking and overanalyzing and looking at it from all the angles and being overly critical. And there's the paralysis of overanalysis that I think hinders too many of our athletes. So we got to try to shift that, swing that pendulum back the other way.
Paralysis by overanalysis. You guys hear that?
Not random kicking, not unintelligent kicking, but controlled, intelligent aggression that just puts your feet on somebody.
My partner is eloquent. You're a wordsmith, my friend.
So I thank you.
I will tell you this. I want to congratulate Sarah Barsalone on a great quarterfinal finish here at the Junior Grand Slam. You go home and root on those Sooners, and I'll do it with you. Don't worry. On the other side, Diana Carmona, congratulations. You're in the semifinals against Ashley Howard. Let's come up with another match right here, right now. Let's do it.
Our next match, in blue, from Nevada, Faith Dillon. And in red, from Minnesota, Sydney Higley.
You heard them. They've entered the building. We have the number 2 seed in Faith Dillon out of Nevada. She is 5'9", 57 kilograms from Givens Taekwondo Academy, coached by Edward Givens and C.J. Nicholas. She is 17 years old and lives in Las Vegas, Nevada, and attends West Career and Tech Academy, where she's in the 12th grade and enjoys pasta and sushi. Sydney Higley is 5'4", 59 kilograms from the Park Institute, coached by Jerry Bartley. She is 16 years of age from Zumbrota, Minnesota, and attends Zumbrota Mazeppa High School. She's in the 10th grade, and her favorite food is just straight up pasta. Let's get to it. Quarterfinals here. the minus 50 kilogram category, and Faith Dillon with a head kick to start the match. 10 seconds in, and another snapping cut. And this Faith Dillon, I talked about some of the most improved players I've seen in the last year or two yesterday, and I pointed out a few. I'm going to add Faith Dillon to that list,
definitely.
and maybe at the top of the list. This young player has really improved. Last junior event, if I'm not mistaken, right here, right now, and just really understands how to use her size, really understands how to use her cut and her flip, and just physical play. All of the tools in the toolbox here for Faith Dillon. And Sydney Higley in a little bit of trouble as she's backing straight up to the longer Dillon. On the other side, Higley did a good job in her first match taking out Jennifer Reyes from Illinois, so she's already won a match, so she knows how to win. That's a nice punch. Interesting enough, Higley almost got the point that we've talked about, for 3 days now, is that front leg, inside little compressed roundhouse kick as someone's trying to punch you.
My problem with this resetting, is, are we resetting for a purpose? Or are we just trying to move so we don't get kicked? Because moving so we don't get kicked is not enough of a reason to move. We need to make sure that we're resetting so that we can be tactical.
That is the round. She scores again right as the round ended. So now Faith Dillon takes a 12-0 lead. Let's talk a little bit about Sydney Higley, and then we'll go to Faith Dillon. Sydney Higley is a second-degree black belt and won her first round at nationals in the senior division, and she is in our Phase 2 Talent ID program, so congratulations to you, Sydney, on that. She enjoys softball and hanging out with her friends. On the other side, you've got Faith Dillon, who is the 2019 USA National Junior Gold Medalist, so she won the national championships. She won the U.S. Open in this same category, under 59. The 2018 World Taekwondo Junior Taekwondo Championships, where she was on our team at under 49, and then the World Cadet Championships, where she was on our U.S. team at under 44. What does she do outside of Taekwondo? She does art, dance, and calligraphy.
Wow, calligraphy.
Yeah, I know. I thought that was impressive.
Hey,
she's up 12-0 now, and so Sydney Higley is going to have to change a little bit of the strategy to this point, make a few adjustments so she can come out here and continue to keep competing, as Faith Dillon is on an attacking posture basically since the beginning of this match. And there's a nice little score by Sydney Higley inside. Just kind of raised her leg, kind of was flinching as she was doing it. So it didn't look like it was going to score, but executed it well. Nice little sliding roundhouse kick. Just slid it on across the hogu and garners her 2 points. So Faith is now up to 14-2. Those head kicks are close.
And they're always close. And that's got to be anxiety inducing for Sydney.
And that's 2 rounds of offensive pressure by Faith Dillon. And more than that, I think what it is, there's no pressure, there's no adversity of pressure from feeling from Faith. I mean, she just feels like she can do what she wants here. So Higley's going to have to change something. The adjustments are going to have to be made by Coach Jerry Bartley here, as she's down 14-2, and it looks like Faith Dillon feels like she can do what she wants when she wants.
All right, here we go. Third and final round. More of the same. Faith has this real easy tempo. She's able to get her foot pretty much where she wants. Miss Higley's on her bicycle. That's what we used to say in boxing when you were just constantly moving. You were on your bike. But at some point, she's going to have to sit down and settle in a place and score, because you're not going to get points for all that resetting. And no matter where you go, you're still inside the ring. So we might as well put our stake down and let's go for it. "30 seconds left. Nice strong cut. Nice punch, nice punch. Easy. And Faith is at such a relaxed tempo, which is a testament to her maturity and her growth in this sport.
No question,
Definitely
Sherman.
one to keep our eye on.
Yeah, she just, again, she felt no pressure, felt no adversity, and because of that, could do what she wanted. And congratulations to you, Signe Higley. You took out Jennifer Reyes in the round of 16s, got to the quarters, and got beat by Faith Dillon. A great tournament for you here at the Junior Grand Slam, presented by Sight and Sounds Technologies. But Faith Dillon, you move on to the semifinals, where you'll await the winner of Judy Hong and Jessica Hayakawa Negrete. Let's take a timeout, come back with our last quarterfinal of this morning session. This is the Junior Grand Slam presented by Sight and Sounds Technology, and you're chopping it up with Jason Poos and Sherman Nelson Jr.
All right, and so we're ready for our final quarterfinal match in the women's minus 59 kilogram division. In blue, from Washington, Judy Hong. And in red, from Texas, Jessica Hayakawa Negrete.
And our players have entered the arena. Fantastic. Judy Hong from Washington State, Jessica Hayakawa Negrete from Coppell, Texas, from the North Texas area. So here we go. Let's talk about them. Judy Hong is 5'6", 130 pounds. She attends Master Sean's Black Belt Academy, coached by Master Sean. Great guy, I know him. Great coach, but a great human being. She's from Federal Way, Washington, and attends Decatur High School in the 10th grade and enjoys pho. 16 years of age she is. Jessica Hayakawa Negrete is 5'4", 59 kilograms, from NTA Taekwondo, coached by Sang Cha. She's from Coppell, Texas, attends Coppell High School. She's in the 11th grade and likes real Mexican food. She just wants to make sure that we understand real Mexican food. That's street tacos to her.
Street tacos are delicious.
They are. We could use a couple street tacos in here right now.
Oh,
in the
that
booth.
would just
That is a nice
soothe
punch.
my soul.
And sure enough, Judy Hong back on the punch train. And she
I
is.
saw that. I like that. I like what you did.
Thank
Choo
you.
choo. an actual fast kick in 2019.
I got all kinds. Both these players know each other well. They've been to several camps, and we've been there to see them compete against each other. So they know each other very well, compete each other, and train with each other. Even though one's from Texas and the other's from Washington, they've been to several camps. I've seen them train as training partners and compete against each other. Now they're doing it in a competition format here at the Junior Grand Slam, presented by
Sight and Sound Technology, where eyeballs and eardrums rule the day.
Feel super confident that is not their slogan.
I'm almost positive it isn't, but it should be. Just want to pitch that out there, Sight and Sound Technology.
I love it. 0-0. Both these fighters, again, know each other well, so there's not going to be easy for them to score. But Jessica,
nice X kick.
Yeah, does swing it over the shoulder.
Very nice.
And the one thing I know about Jessica is that super strong base, like really hard to knock her off her line. She's done a great job of minimizing the punch train that Judy Hong has been on now, and it's worked well for her. Let's talk a little bit about these accomplishments of these great athletes. We have the 2019 USA National Championship bronze medalist in Judy Hong, the Pan Am bronze medalist in Judy Hong, and the 2018 Canadian Open bronze medalist. That's Judy Hong. She loves hanging out with her friends. On the other side, we have the 2016 U.S. National Team cadet member was in Jessica Hayakawa Negrete. She's also made the 2018 Mexican national team. Well, that's interesting. And she is an AAU national champion in 18 and 19. Her second passion is soccer, she says, and she plays classic league club soccer as a center back defender. And here we go, round two. The winner moves on to take on Faith Dillon in the semifinals.
In the semifinal round, yes, sir. It's a pretty low-scoring affair for both of these ladies, which is a testament.
There's the left leg over the shoulder. She scored that in the first round. Judy Hong, nice adjustment. Right hand goes straight up in the air in the trade and gets it covered out nicely. Again, nice cover. So Hong has made an adjustment. Said, notice that she swings the left leg. Right leg in front for the right leg, front leg roundhouse kicking. Some inside roundhouse kicking with the right leg. But the head kick is coming from that left leg and that back leg, looping crescent axe kick motion.
There's a lot of action, but we're not getting a lot of point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna attest it to the great guards of both these players.
I was about to say, it's not that they're not working, but it's like their defense is working better.
Again, two of the shorter fighters in this division, so you knew that it was going to be more of a punch, more of a body shot thing. So interesting enough, the difference in this is the head kick from Jessica. Round three, we're back at it at the quarterfinals. Jessica in the red, Judy in the blue. Jessica holding on to that one kick lead.
One kick lead, right. Now, Judy has not been able to land that punch, and she landed like 9 in her first match.
Yeah, at the national championships, landed, in double digits for sure, upward of 20 or 30 of them.
Jessica does a great job of keeping her body in the wrong position for punches.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it, Sherman. Well stated, because that's exactly what's going on here. And there's Jessica with a nice punch. Doesn't garner the point, but nice punch there from Jessica Hayakawa Negrete. So 45 seconds left. And there's the axe
we
kick.
go.
Beautiful axe kick by Hong. Now, let's see. She's going to wave it.
That's good. She should. We got a tie score. And so now we're starting all over again. Both
Sherman,
these ladies,
skipping axe kick, open stance to the chin.
listen.
Gutsy kick from Judy Hong.
It's not a kick you would expect somebody to throw.
Oh, nice try by Jessica. That was a back leg inside-outside axe kick. So we're seeing some nice little
And I have seen Jessica.
old school.
Yeah, I've seen Jessica whack a few people with. That's a decent punch.
And
But Judy absorbed it, turned her body.
she did. That's exactly nice
This is
absorption.
an excellent defensive match, Jay. Out of two players that we've both seen run up the score on other players.
Nice slapping rounds kick on the backside. The execution and ideas, thought process of both these players. Oh, and this is going to be interesting. Is it a push or is it a punt? No, see, I thought she got pushed out. That's interesting. Do you challenge that as a coach?
I'm challenging that. Oh, I'm challenging that. I'm not.
You're not going to challenge it. Coach is not going to challenge it.
Wow.
And that could be the difference in the match because I thought she got pushed out.
Jessica scored and Judy scored.
And Jessica Hayakawa Negrete takes the match. And
Coach,
interesting enough, the
I don't
coach
know why you
Master
sat
Sean
on that. I don't know why you sat on that challenge, Coach.
Yeah, I can't take that card with you, but you gotta have to go. It looked like, hopefully we're gonna get to see that last 15 seconds. I want to see if it was a push
That was a good match, though.
or a punch. I really want to see if it was worth challenging. So, our crack staff here. Let's see what happens. Look at him.
that might be a push.
One more
Jay.
time. One more time. And
Here.
100%.
Yeah, that's
that
a push.
card has to come out there.
Yeah, you got to play that. Hey, but listen, again, we win either way. Because shout out to Jessica Hayakawa Negrete for advancing
Absolutely.
to the semifinal.
Yeah, fantastic match. Enjoyed every second of that. Judy Hong, do not hang your head. You were amazing this morning. Got a quarterfinal finish, but it is Jessica Hayakawa Negrete
And so
into the semifinals against Faith Dillon.
We have our top 4 seeds in the semifinals.
Look at that, Sherm. True to form.
Boy, that was a good match.
Yeah, it's not on paper. It's not going to look like when people see the score, they're not going to see what we saw. But we saw excellent Taekwondo skill. And again, stylists, they know what their style is, and they're going to stick with it. They're going to stay with it. Jessica Hayakawa, congratulations, Sheng Cha and Jessica Hayakawa Negrete.
Yes, and congratulations, Judy. You hold your head up because that was a well contested match.
Yeah, amazing. Absolutely.
Yeah, you'll
Enjoyed every
win
second
more
of
of those than you lose. All right, so let's get ready to call this first semifinal match.
Yeah, 1, 4, 2, 3 coming up, folks. So you don't go anywhere because we're in the semifinals of the under 59 kilogram category of the Junior Grand Slam presented by Sight and Sound Technologies.
All right, and here we go with our first semifinal match in the women's minus 59 kilogram division. In blue, from Texas, Ashley Howard. And in red, from New York, Diana Carmona.
Our players have entered the arena. You heard them. Now let's talk about them. We have our first semifinal of the session today, and it is Ashley Howard from Houston, Texas, taking on Diana Carmona from New York City, New York. Ashley Howard is 5'7", 130 pounds from the Houston Center for Taekwondo coached by Gianni Giambi. She's 15 years of age, resides in Houston, Texas, as I said, attends Ridge Point High School in the 10th grade and enjoys sushi, peppermint patties, and everything when she's not cutting weight.
Did you say peppermint patties as in York?
I just said peppermint patties. I love it, right?
Oh, man.
We're going to have to, let's get a clarification. I'm on the other side. Match has already started. They're already going. Diana Carmona is from United Taekwondo. She's 5'3", under 59 kilograms, the shortest player in the division, coached by Olga Kocha. She is from New York City and 15 years of age, attends Orchard Collegiate Academy in the 10th grade, and enjoys Spanish food. I wonder if she likes paella. We'll have to get some clarification. 0-0. Winner moves to the finals. Great inside right leg. Diana Carmona is really blasting that right leg inside. Big height difference here between Howard and Carmona. Good off the line roundhouse kick, but covered out and rolled away from nicely by Diana Carmona. This is where Carmona does work, is inside, but there's Ashley over the shoulder. Great cover, great head movement.
Diana Carmona knows how to keep her head out of the danger zone.
Again, the shortest player here, Sherman, 5'3", so she's probably really comfortable with moving her head because she has to. She's not the tallest player around.
Sure.
So let's talk about these accomplishments. Let's first talk about Diana Carmona. She is the 2019 All-American athlete for USA Taekwondo and number 1 in the New York rankings. It's her first year of doing sanctioned tournaments, and clearly she's having success. She enjoys praising the Lord, New York Police Department programs, and spending time with her loved ones. On the other side is Ashley Howard. She won the Nationals in 2017. She won a gold medal there. She won a 2018 bronze medalist, and she's silver at the USAT and AAU Nationals. Quality fighter here. She lived in the Middle East for 10 years, so she enjoys traveling. She made her varsity basketball team and volunteers for Race, for the Cure, and the YMCA.
Nice.
Back to action, second round here. 15 seconds into the second round. And Diana Carmona scores the inside shot.
Nice,
so here we go.
Nice.
The number 1 seed down here in the second round to the number 4 seed.
A lot of game left to be played.
That's a beautiful kick.
Right.
Been flipping, cut, flip, and then what does she do? Drops it after it and waits for Carmona to stay in the distance and gets a nice little tight one, and then scores the head kick finally. So she's thrown it upward of 8 times and finally connects. That's what you would call going back to the well.
Yeah. And that is a lot of physicality in those clinches and those closes. That's going to take a toll on somebody. We'll see who it takes a toll on. Who takes the greatest toll on.
It's a nice punch. Lunging
Didn't really
in that
extend
punch.
her arm, but it was definitely a good idea. But again, that's where the punch and follow would have availed her nicely.
Can't get around that defensive cut from Ashley Howard.
Especially when she loads it that tight. Nice round, ladies.
It really is a nice round. This is going to be an interesting third round because to this point, Diana Carmona has not been behind at all in this tournament. But now she's going to come out and have to press the action, have to get around the longer Ashley Howard. Can she find the angles? Can she find the space to get inside? Score her inside right leg roundhouse kicks. Score all the different things that she has, all from an in-tight posture. We will see here in just a couple of seconds. Ashley Howard clinging to this 3-point lead. The difference is the head kick there in the second round. Here we are back at it in this quarterfinal. The winner to move on to the, I beg your pardon, this semifinal. The winner to move on to the finals.
Right. Diana Carmona has live hands, man, and she keeps those hands working. I love it.
Great follows. There's the follow you're looking for, Sherman. This time, instead of following the punch, he followed the first kick with a second and even a third, and got some touch. Actually, didn't receive a touch there, but got some good action on the kick. So, and they give Diana Carmona the punch there. Interesting enough, I thought the initiator of the punch first was Ashley Howard, but again, you said the live hands, and the live hands worked well there.
Be careful on those turns.
She did a great job. Diana Carmona did a great job of bringing that axe kick up, almost tapped the head. Just barely missed Ashley Howard. So with just 25 seconds left, what are you going to do? You're down by 2 points. That's one inside roundhouse kick, but you're going to have to get there and do it. You're going to have to get around the long front leg cut of the number 1 seed in Ashley Howard.
And she keeps that knee high.
There, this is, and that's just a few seconds left. Coach imploring her to go. There's an inside left. That looked good.
And left.
There's
an
inside right there.
to it.
She's got to come back. Let's see if she can do it. Ashley Howard hanging on. Ashley Howard clinging backwards, and wins the match. And Ashley Howard, our 1 seed, advances to the finals.
Nice job.
Congratulations, Diana Carmona. A great match here in the semifinals. She'll bow out the semis. Ashley Howard is our winner and our finalist here in the under 59 kilogram category. So congratulations, Ashley Howard, as you're into the finals. As you're watching the highlights, we take a quick timeout. It's just going to be a second. Our second semifinalist is coming in a moment. Right back with you, the Junior Grand Slam presented by Sight and Sound Technologies.
All right, and now for our last semifinal, to see who will face Ashley Howard in the finals. In blue, from Nevada, Faith Dillon. And in red, from Texas, Jessica Hayakawa Negret.
And our semifinalists have entered the arena. In the blue, we have Faith Dillon from Las Vegas, Nevada. She attends Givens Taekwondo Academy and coached by Ed Givens and CJ Nicholas. She attends West Career and Tech Academy, and she's in the 12th grade. Favorite food is pasta and sushi. Jessica Hayakawa Negret is 5'4", 59 kilograms, attends NTA Taekwondo, coached by Seng Cha from Coppell, Texas, attends Coppell High School in the 11th grade and enjoys street tacos, which are real Mexican food. Winner moves on to face the number 1 seed, Ashley Howard. Let's get right to it. And Negret garners the first point on a punch, and that was really well timed. And Faith Dillon is a much taller fighter, but this is a really scrappy, very experienced fighter in Jessica Hayakawa Negret. Faith Dillon with a nice follow roundhouse kick to score. Threw the punch, followed the roundhouse kick, and Jessica slid back almost right into her range. Another nice punching try by Jessica. Faith content to continue with the front leg and the back leg follow off the front leg. Nice snapping cut by Faith Dillon. Just 7 seconds here in the first round. Faith Dillon 2, Jessica Hayakawa and Regret 1. This is 2 versus 3 seeds-wise. And we'll end up with that's how it's going to end. So Faith Dillon holding on to that 1-point lead over Jessica Hayakawa and Regret. Jessica, as I said, is 5'4" and 59 kilograms. She is the 2016 USA National Cadet Team member for USA Taekwondo. She was the Mexican national team member in 2018. Interesting enough, she fought for another country, so dual citizenship. And she had some success in 2018 and 2019 at the AAU Taekwondo Nationals. She enjoys playing soccer. That's her second passion, where she plays in a classic club league soccer, and she's a center back defender. On the other side, Faith Dillon, 2019 national championship in the juniors in under 59. She won the U.S. Open at under 59 as well this year. In 2018, she won the under 49 and went to the Junior World Championships as our team member, and she was our cadet member in 2015. No score here, 10 seconds in. She enjoys calligraphy, art, and dancing. And interesting enough, the deduction came up, I think, as why it's
punch
too soon.
came up.
Well, there it is. They took it off the board. See, that's what I thought. I was confused. They had it up as a gomjon, but it was actually a punch.
God.
So a little bit of error on the scoreboard operator has been totally rectified. 3-2 Jessica now, so she's taking the lead here in the second round. Just kind of plodding along, if you will, to get to what she wants, and doing a great job of covering against the longer, flexible Dillon for Nevada. And there's the follow. That was an impressive combination. The finally gets the right leg, loops over, then comes back with the left leg and gets a 5-point exchange quickly. So very impressive by Faith Dillon. Finally executed the left roundhouse kick, the right looping axe kick that scored, and came back with the left leg, back leg roundhouse kick, and makes it a perfect job. And Doc Sue out there, look at Doc Sue.
On it.
Of course,
as always.
Sue Bromley, one of our national team doctors who has been a doctor on many of my staff, of my teams that I've been on as a coach, the national team, the para-national team. So shout out to Sue Bromley, doing great work. Couldn't do it without you. But look at Jagret, comes back and scores quickly to get herself a head kick. So 8-3 just a second ago, Sherman.
Now
felt like Faith Dillon had kind of taken over this match, definitely taken away the momentum. And sure enough, Jessica says, "No, I'm not going to have it. We're going to score, and I'm going to keep myself right here." And this is anybody's match going into this third round.
It felt like, I think the slow, sluggish pace of the first match carried over with Faith. Mm-hmm. And now you're out here with a little more skilled opponent.
Absolutely.
You need to be at a little higher. You need to be at a little higher speed.
We're going to shout out to some of our people watching, and our fans and our staff and all the people there. So shout out to Naomi Spence, who's watching from inside the building a little bit, doing a little bit of work. How about Olympic gold medalist Arlene Lemus? Shout out to Arlene Lemus, as well as Monica Mata, who's cheering on Jessica. Estuardo Turan, Sr.
Yes.
Thank you for watching.
The great Paola's dad. Yes.
And Dillon just had herself an amazing
start to the round.
Yeah, and scores again. So
and that's what I meant by
again.
I think she needed something to galvanize her to take it up to another gear.
Yeah, I think you called it perfectly. In fact, I know you did, because the sluggish pace kind of letting the shorter fighter, Jessica Hayakawa and Regret, kind of hang around. But in this third round, that's an 11-point round.
Right.
And in less than half the round of 30 seconds, Sherman. Really impressive. Nice inside.
Nice.
So,
pay attention. And I can hear CJ telling her, come on. Because that's one of those things that, as a coach, you just go, are you serious?
Yeah, definitely a little complacent inside, and that, to me, that's irresponsible. But look at the front leg roundhouse kicks, finally contacting, slides it out there, slaps it on the chest protector, And the guard is kind of slipping here from Jessica Hayakawa Negrete, I beg your pardon, as she is going to have to show some desperate. Beautiful left leg. Wow,
Ooh,
left leg
fast.
over the shoulder. Very fast, very clean.
Very fluid, too.
And scores again as she comes in to punch. There's the front leg, compressed roundhouse kick. We got to give it a name, Sherm, because it's happening so often.
Yeah, we'll come up with one before the end of the day for that compressed, tight front leg. What's compressed and tight and real sharp? I don't know. We'll pause right there.
We're going to leave that alone.
Yep, so that we don't go too far. All right.
So congratulations, Jessica Hayakawa Negrete. Semifinal finish here at the Junior Grand Slam at the National Center of Excellence. But it is Faith Dillon, the number 2 seed, moving on to the finals. Well, she'll take on the number 1 seed, Ashley Howard from Texas. So congratulations, Jessica. Congratulations to you, Faith Dillon, as you're in the finals. We look forward to one more match between you and Ashley. You are watching the Junior Grand Slam presented by Sight and Sound Technologies. Chopping it up, Jason Sherman. We're going to see you momentarily with the finals. Take a short break. At 9:52, you heard my partner telling the crowd. 9:52, the finals. Chopping it up, Junior Grand Slam, back 15 minutes.
My name is Choi. I am 20 years old and I'm from Meadows, Colorado. I started taekwondo when I was about 7 and I started competing when I was 12. My dad.
Who's ready to change the game?
I am.
I am.
I am.
Fear of retaliation. A culture of non-reporting.
Who's ready to end abuse in sport? I am.
I am.
I am.
Are you ready to change the game? Who's ready to change the game?
I am.
I am.
I am.
Fear of retaliation. A culture of non-reporting.
Who's ready to end abuse in sport? I am.
I am.
I am.
Are you ready to change the game? Who's ready to change the game?
I am.
I am.
I am.
Fear of retaliation. A culture of non-reporting.
Who's ready to end abuse in sport? I am.
I am.
I am.
Are you ready to change the game? Who's ready to change the game?
I am.
I am.
I am.
Fear of retaliation. A culture of non-reporting.
Who's ready to end abuse in sport? I am.
I am.
I am.
Are you ready to change the game? Who's ready to change the game?
I am.
I am.
I am.
Fear of retaliation. A culture of non-reporting.
Who's ready to end abuse in sport? I am.
I am.
I am.
Are you ready to change the game? Who's ready to change the game?
I am.
I am. class is all 16 years old, Largo, Florida. I got involved in Taekwondo because my dad, who was really big in the sport, overcoming fear has been, I think, my #1 problem until now. It's like an adrenaline rush. So like going on a roller coaster, it's pretty much what it is. Because at such a young age, I think everybody expects so much from me. But I realize now if I put myself thinking like that, I'm not going to achieve anything. I've been through a lot of events against high-level athletes, and I think the fear is now gone because I've been through it and I know what to expect now. I just want to thank all the coaches that work with me and help me get to where I am, and my teammates who pushed me, and also USA Taekwondo for supporting me and helping me become who I am.
Tell me when. Ready?
Just smile.
It's your coach, man.
Height.
Bernice. This is Bush League.
Pan Am and for national. That's all.
I love that. I love that. 2 times coach. Talk about the
Poomsae gold medalists and young phenomenon. I was going to talk about her dad and his instabilities, but he just demonstrated them. I have some very exciting news for you. For the June Athlete of the Month Award, presented by the U.S. Olympic and Para hurry up before a bus comes or a dump truck or a bulldozer. Be-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Cadet World's coming, man, in Uzbekistan. Have you been there before?
Never.
None of us have. Yeah, no, we don't even know where it is.
I do.
It's over there somewhere.
Yeah.
What's it next to?
Okay, so it's right above, I forgot what the name of it. It's something stand. Something stand.
Something stand. But I get to give her something today.
Are you going to sing for us?
If I fail, if I succeed, at least I will live as I believe.
You got expert.
This is Bush League.
Bush League
Bernice,
behind us.
This is Bush League.
This is Bush League.
My name is Ralphie and I am a sponge. About to get it cause I gets it done. Ralphie.
My name is Madeline Gorman-Shore. I am 20 years old and I'm from Littleton, Colorado. I started Taekwondo when I was about 7 and I started competing when I was 12. My demo team that my club school used to have, they came to my elementary school and I just kind of was like, let's go do this. The speed and agility helped me with other sports. Definitely the balance too, because you're always on one foot, and the core and like the leg strength that you have to have for Taekwondo has helped me in other sports. What's most challenging is probably the mentality. My practice is 6 days a week for maybe 1 to 2 hours each day. My ultimate goal is to be an Olympian. It would mean the world to me to represent in Tokyo. I wanted to do it since I started competing, and it would be like a dream come true.
I'm CJ Nicholas. I'm from Brentwood, California, and I'm 17. I used to watch Ninja Turtles a lot. I wanted to get into like some karate, kung fu stuff, and my mom was smart enough to put me in a sport that I could have a future in. She put so much work behind the scenes that no one knows about, and whenever I felt tired, I always looked at her and knew that she was even more tired, and realized that I could give a lot more. I think sportsmanship is being there for your teammates and having their backs, along with being gracious in the ring. In the back of my head, since I was little, I've always said, yeah,
I just got the fastest countdown in history. All right, are y'all ready for the minus 59 kilogram final? Y'all don't sound like y'all ready. I said, are you ready for the women's minus 59 kilogram final? All right. Listen, let's get right to it. In blue, from the great state of Texas, Ashley Howard. And in red, from Nevada, Faith Dillon.
And our finalists in the under 59 kilogram category have entered the arena. This is the Junior Grand Slam presented by Sight and Sound Technologies. I'm Jason Poos, your play-by-play host here in the broadcast booth for the Chopping It Up with Jason and Sherman. My partner, you just heard him introduce our players. He's joining me in the booth. We have a final.
Yes, y'all.
Here he is. He's already here. We have our final between Ashley Howard. She is 5'7", 130 pounds. From Houston Center for Taekwondo, coached by Gianni Giambi.
Yes.
Houston, Texas is her home. Her high school is Ridge Point High School. She's in the 10th grade. And her favorite foods, as we talked about earlier, sushi, everything when I'm not cutting weight, and the all-important peppermint patty.
Yes.
Faith Dillon starting the match here, and Sherman will give it to you. She's 5'9", 57 kilograms. From Givens Taekwondo Academy, coached by Ed Givens and CJ Nicholas. Her hometown is Las Vegas, Nevada, where she attends West Career and Tech Academy. She's a senior and enjoys pasta and sushi. We're off to a 0-0 start. Touches by Faith Dillon, though. She's got 2 right off the bat. So that means she's contacted the chest gear with her foot, but hasn't got enough power or enough pop, if you will, to score the points. Nice punch by Ashley Howard. One judge pushed, but the other one did not. So therefore, she will not receive the point. So, Sherman, these are the 1 and 2 seeds. So what do you expect to see from these two ladies?
So, interestingly enough, we talked earlier about how Ashley comes out and just imposes herself, but she recognizes who she's competing against. And Faith, you know, we saw her with a really low gear match in the first match, and she had to step it up in that last match. And I think now she realizes, this is the final. I don't have any more matches. Let's let it all hang out.
Great punch by Faith Dillon. First time she scored a punch today, if I'm not mistaken.
But at the same time, we're not going to be reckless, because each of these ladies knows that their opponent can put the foot on them.
Yeah, interesting enough, late in the third round, I should say, let me just go back for a second. Late in the second round and all of the third round, the momentum changed for these two girls. They found their range. They found their scoring techniques and
found their rhythm.
And it's interesting enough, now they're really coming out here and really showing some respect for one another and kind of taking it slow, and the feeling out kind of conservative period will probably end here in the second round. But Faith Dillon 1-0.
That second round is probably going to be some scrapping that's going to happen.
Yeah, with Ashley being the 1 seed, Faith being the 2 seed, this draw has gone true to form once we got to the semifinals, Sherm. But both these girls know each other. They've competed against each other. Interesting enough, Ashley Howard's only 15 years of age, so she's going to have many more years in this junior division.
And Faith ages out this year, right?
Whereas Faith Dillon, this could possibly be her last junior tournament of her career.
It just feels like she's been a junior forever.
Yeah, it really has.
But she's been performing at a high level for so long.
Yeah, she's on in 2015, she made a cadet world team.
She was on a cadet team,
so
right?
there's your
thing. I think she traveled with my club.
Nice snapping cut.
Spain. Nice, there it is. And like you said, we were going to start to see an uptick in the action. Man, Ashley she cuts really hard, man. If you don't have a good defense for that cut, the best thing for you to do is to bail out and reset.
Yeah, so interesting to be in this intimate arena, and the crowd is so, beautiful sliding, slid the cut kick up, slid it over the head, tapped twice, and received the 3 points on the second tap. So Faith Dillon showing some versatility here.
Ashley's gonna have to get that arm straight because Faith knows how to roll her shoulders and let a bent punch slide off, and now we're starting to find the range.
And interesting enough, she's and a front leg hook kick scored. She hit the front leg cut kick, hit the front leg slide over to the head round, now comes back with a front leg hook kick. So I told you she was versatile, and she is making me look good right now.
I saw what she was about to do there. She was about to dig that back leg in.
Yeah, and that's a great round for Faith Dillon. Faith Dillon takes an 11-0 lead. Sherman, you talked about how they were going to show some respect. It was a little bit different. Ashley Howard impressing her will on the first few fighters of the competition.
Yeah.
Gets to this, shows that respect, sits back, play a little defense. I'm going to ask you the question. Could age be a factor in something like this? Because I talked about one being 17, almost 18, the other one being 15. Maybe a show of respect based on her age, or is it just the abilities and the wherewithal of understanding who she's competing against?
I think it's all of that, Jay. I think there's a degree of maturity that happens at 17, and you spent the last 4 to 5 years competing at a really high level. You've been in more situations like this than Ashley has. So it's not a knock on her. It's not a lack in her growth and development. They're just at two different places in the timeline. Not to mention that they have a healthy and reasonable respect for each other's abilities.
Yeah, nice skip actually. Almost a sliding axe. I call it a skip. I really just call it a slide. She brought her leg up, slid with it. There's a nice little double tap axe kick.
That hook kick.
Yeah, and a roundhouse kick. So really finding the range now.
That hook kick is mean, man.
Yeah, it's almost an axe and then a hook and then a round and then a hook again, and then she comes back with the body. Then there's a snap. I like the spin there. I think what Ashley Howard's got to come kind of try to find a ways to score. She doesn't care if she loses by 20 or 1. We still got to find a way to get there. That's a punch. Faith Dillon, impressive right now. This
is how you close out your junior career, though.
Look at that's amazing. What an amazing match for Faith Dillon. She comes out and point gap the #1 seed. That is a surprise. That is an impressive day for Faith Dillon. Congratulations, Ashley Howard. You were amazing throughout the day. You just came up against somebody who just had it all working for them. So Ashley Howard, our finalist from Texas, takes second place, but our champion in the under 59 kilogram division is who other than Faith Dillon from Nevada. So congratulations, Faith Dillon. Sherman's going to go out and get an interview with our finalists, and we're going to come back and give you more action here. You have been with us here at the 2019 Junior Grand Slam Championships presented by Sight and Sound Technologies. Great highlights here. I'm going to stay right here with you. Showing some of the highlights. Faith Dillon really started finding the range. Great couple of first rounds, but the third round she really started to kind of take control here. Nice follow there by Dillon. Good. There's the double tap kind of front leg axe kick. We thought it was a hook kick, but it was really an axe kick. And then followed it up with a right leg kind of pumping roundhouse kick. That's a nice double tap front leg from Faith again. Ashley just heads not quite far enough back, not lifting her leg high enough. Congratulations, both players. We have our finalist here in the under 59 kilogram. Let's go out to Sherman Nelson with our finalist, Ashley Howard from Houston, Texas.
All right, I'm here with Ashley Howard, our runner-up in women's minus 59. Can we give it up? Yeah. Listen, congratulations. You're an awesome fighter, What did it feel like getting to the finals of the Junior Grand Slam?
It was just amazing, like all these lights and things make you feel more nervous,
but it just makes the whole experience more memorable.
I know, it is. It's memorable for all of us. Listen, your adrenaline is high. You were just out there fighting. It's all right. I want to talk a little bit more about this environment and being here. Go back and listen to the live stream. We speak very well of you, but it's easy because you've done a lot of great things. But the value of, what do you think the importance is of having a National Center of Excellence, a place for our athletes to come and train and compete?
I just think it's very important because you can be part of a team environment and also just up your skills with the best of the best.
Exactly, and those are the two reasons why we have it. So again, congratulations. Anybody you want to shout out?
My family, my coach, my teammates, just everyone that's been there along the way. Thank you.
G-Force, all right. Congratulations. Can we give it up one more time for Ashley Howard? Now you're sticking your head out the door. That's strange behavior, but I know where you get it. Can we give it up for the champ in -59, Faith Dillon? Yes, excellent job. How does it feel to be the Grand Slam champion?
It feels great, especially this being my last junior tournament I'll ever fight in.
Yes. This is a perfect way to close out. You had a great junior career. You had a great cadet career. And a great way to close it out. What does it mean to you to fight in this place, these lights and this environment? What does it mean to you?
Well, I started Taekwondo a long time ago, and I didn't think it would ever come this far, especially in this great arena with all these wonderful people and referees, so it feels amazing.
It is nice, and it is nice to know that you've always been one of those national team members, one of those athletes that represented our country well, and we were proud to have you as a national team member. I got to travel with you. You were a great competitor, and we look forward to a great career. So you get your 160 points, some of which will transition to seniors. You have crossed off accomplishing a junior major, but now you have to start worrying about senior majors. But you'll also be able to come out and train with our national staff at some training events out here. You get these super swanky mouth guards that they are, wow, you're right to say wow, because they were $14,800. They actually weren't that much. They were only like 200, but don't mess up my joke, Faith. Oh my gosh. And you get something else, but I can't remember what it is. I want to go back to a question now. Because as you're transitioning out, and we haven't had a lot of those, we had a couple yesterday, what are you looking forward to the most as a senior competitor?
Well, what I look forward to the most would probably be fighting some of the best athletes in the world, especially because this is what I've been working for my entire Taekwondo career, seniors. That's what is my major goal that I've been working towards. So definitely fighting some of the higher athletes in the world.
I love it. And I like the fact that you made the goal the process, not necessarily a destination. And that's a great thing. You also, with these O-Pro mouth guards, you also get to go to their You get to go to their website and customize one so you can have another super fancy one. All right, I know you have some shout outs to give, so I will just let you have the mic. Actually, after you give your shout outs, you get to clear out the section for us. All right, so you do it however you want, but whatever she says, this is what she said, not what I said.
Okay, I would like to thank my family, especially my dad and my mom, and then, yay! Givens Taekwondo. I've been there only for almost a year now, and they're kind of like family to me, so shout out to the Schwartz, the Nicholases, Master Givens, and USA Taekwondo.
Yeah!
Oh, and then I would like you all to clear out for the next boys session. Now.
Yeah, they can go anywhere. Y'all don't make her have to come out there and start kicking on y'all. She said, everybody clear out. No, thank you guys for coming out for this session. We have to clear out and get ready. If you guys want to take pictures, we're going to bring up the house lights. You guys, please get some photographs with your athletes. This is a great place. It's a memorable moment. So please, we'll give you that time. But then right after your photos, please clear out the space. Thank y'all for coming out. Good afternoon. Good morning, rather. God bless.